Meet an original, John Victor Aspinall, the original Aspers. This charismatic Englishman, born in Delhi, India in 1926, was father to both our present chairman and the UK casino industry. Aspers was an irrepressible, larger-than-life character who in the 50s took on the UK government and beat them. In fact, whenever life threw down the gauntlet, Aspers seemed to pick it up, starting the day he decided to part company with rugby boarding school. That's why he joined the Royal Marines. That's why, as a student at Oxford, he once placed an entire term's grant on a horse running in the 2,000 guineas. It won, of course. And that's why he later failed to turn up for his degree finals, because they clashed with the Ascot Gold Cup. It all made perfect sense to Aspers, the quintessential one-off.
Wonder horse of 1935 and 11-to-8 favourite in the field of 10.
After university and a spell as a bookmaker, John Aspinall discovered what was to make his fortune and seal his reputation as one of Britain's most daring and innovative entrepreneurs. In the 50s, casinos as we now know them did not exist, although all the rage among society's upper classes was a card game known as chemin de fer. Aspers discovered that it was legal to host chemie parties in the private homes of London's high society. As host, he could charge a 5% commission fee on all monies wagered. He made £10,000 on his first event. And so, private Mayfair gaming was born. But there was trouble ahead. Many in the government of the day felt that John Aspinall needed to be taught a lesson. In 1958, his premises were raided and the business unceremoniously closed down. Aspers, however, didn't understand defeat, so he simply took the government to court and won. That's why Aspinall's law is on the statute books today. It gave him the right to continue to host chemie games, and his first millions were made. Bitter at Aspers' success and their defeat, the government responded with the Betting and Gaming Act 1960. It heralded a complete change in the legal landscape and a potential headache for John Aspinall. Whilst the Act opened the door for casinos, it was at a membership-only price, which effectively wiped out Aspers' commission-based business, putting paid to his profitable chemie parties. But was Aspers defeated? Never. Knocked down, he got up again. In 1962, he borrowed money and opened the Claremont Club in Berkeley Square, a legal, members-only casino. And so the first true Aspers casino was born. Aspinall's club followed in 1978 in Hans Place, Knightsbridge, now the group's head office. Then in 1984, the Aspinall Curzon opened in Curzon Street, Mayfair, where it operates today. Business flourished, and the company floated in 1987, raising over £30 million. In the meantime, John's son, Damien Aspinall, was making his own way in business. Typically, John Aspinall had already told Damien that he was not to inherit his fortune. Damien had to succeed on his own, without financial support. Damien made his own fortune in property, becoming a self-made millionaire by the age of 21. As well as being a dynamic, visionary businessman, he was also a passionate conservationist. Using his property portfolio, he established the Aspinall Foundation, and himself as one of the most successful activists in global conservation. Today, through his endangered species breeding program, Damien has become one of the world's most vociferous voices in animal welfare.
It'll be 12 years.
Like his father, he also had a passion for casinos. And following John's death in 2000, Damien formed a new company. called it the Aspers Group, in honor of his father, and began to build a new business empire. Damien promptly took advantage of fresh opportunities to create a new kind of entertainment-based gaming. New UK gaming laws, the first since 1968, were on the horizon, doing away with membership, operating 24-hour open-door licenses, and allowing up to 150 gaming machines. It was the biggest game changer since Aspinall's law itself came into being, and true to form, the Aspers Group saw the opportunity and wanted in. The first new-style Aspers Casino opened in Newcastle in 2005, right in the heart of the entertainment district. It was the first UK casino to go open door, the first to develop a televised online presence, the first to introduce new games such as double action roulette, and the first to launch a loyalty club. In 2008, Aspers Northampton successfully opened its doors. Now in Damien's sights were new large licenses, with the opportunity to think bigger and grow the company. On December the 1st, 2011, the new generation Aspers Stratford was unveiled. Today it's still the busiest in the UK and growing. With the Stratford success behind them, the Aspers team turned its attention to Milton Keynes. Aspers Group now has 4 operational casinos and an enviable reputation as an innovator and a winner. This is the story that created the Aspers of today, the company for whom you now work. It's a story about values, loyalty, and family. It's about demanding and achieving more, and never being afraid to find success. At Aspers, we never underestimate our potential. We're always the best we can be, because once you know and understand your limits, you can go beyond them. This is the story of Aspers so far. The next chapter is up to you.
Emotionally predictable and above all, affectionate.